Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we will briefly discuss about the interface and some basics of Excel. Microsoft Excel is one of the most powerful office tools. It will save your time and make your life easier when it comes to working with data. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand the differences between a workbook and a worksheet, identify the parts of the Excel window, understand a cell and its importance to Excel, move around a workbook, and create a table of data with basic formatting. The version of Microsoft Excel that I'm using is 2016. Even if you are using a different version of Excel, you will still be able to find most of the tools and options that I will be showing. To open Excel, you can simply search for Excel in the Windows search bar or click on the Excel icon if you have it pinned to the taskbar, like what I have here. Once you open it, you will be greeted by the Excel home window. At the top, you can find a wide variety of templates that can help you create a lot of things like budgets, calendars, inventory lists, resumes, and so on. For now, let's open a blank workbook. So this is what a blank Excel workbook looks like. An Excel workbook is just like a file or a book which consists of one or more worksheets. A worksheet is like a page of a book. Here, you can add as many worksheets as you want, and then they will all be the part of this workbook. Let us try to understand the important parts of a workbook. At the top, we have the Quick Access toolbar. It is a customizable toolbar that contains different commands that remain visible no matter which tab you are in. You can add your frequently used commands to this toolbar for ease and quick use. Also, you can notice the name of your workbook at the top here. Currently, the file name is book1, but I can rename it as required while saving the file. Next, we have the ribbons which have different tabs like File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, and so on. Each tab has different features. Now notice that these features are grouped together depending on their type and use. For example, you can see that in the Home tab, we have Clipboard, Font, Alignment, Number, and some other groups. The group Font has features to change the font, increase or decrease the font size, format your text by making it bold, italic, or underline the text, and change the color of your text. We will go into details on how to use different features in a separate lesson. Next, we have the name box that displays the address of the cell you are in. A cell is an intersection of a column and a row. You can use arrow keys on your keyboard to move around in the worksheet. Now each cell has a unique cell address. The alphabet denotes the name of the column, and the number denotes the number of row in which the active cell is located. It is also possible to select a group of cells in a sheet and assign a name to it in the name box. This can later be used to call the selected group of cells. Next to the name box, we have the formula bar. It displays the information entered or being entered as you type in the current or active cell. The content of a cell can also be edited in the formula bar. Below the formula bar, we have columns. Columns start from letter A and go up to letter Z. And after letter Z, it continues as AA, AB, AC, and so on. There are precisely 16,384 columns and 1,000,000 48,576 rows in a standard Excel 2016 worksheet. This will give you an idea of the amount of data that can be handled by Excel. To the bottom right of the screen, you can find different viewing options, such as the normal layout, page layout, and the page break view. Next to the viewing options, we have the zoom slider. You can drag the slider to the right or left to quickly change the magnification of the worksheet. Now let's try to create a list of office stationery items just to get a feel of how Excel works. Before doing that, let me tell you, I can use the Enter key from my keyboard to move down and the Tab key to move to the right. To start with, I will double-click a cell and add a heading to my list as Office Stationery Items. What we are going to do next is to list out different products in a column and then corresponding quantities in the column next to it. The titles of my table are going to be serial number, product, and quantity. Now I can add my items under the product and specify the quantity as needed. To give serial number to the items, I can either type the numbers manually or select and drag the first few numbers of my sequence. Excel will automatically give you the next numbers in the sequence. Once the data is ready, we can quickly do some formatting. Let's merge the title of our table to one cell using the Merge and Center tool here in the Home tab. The three selected cells have merged into one and will have the cell address of the first cell. To align required data to center, select the cells and use the Center tool. Now we can select our data and add borders to the cells. We can make the headings of our list as bold and add some background color to the cells. So as you can see, our list of office stationery items is ready. So that was some basic introduction to Excel. Hope you found the video informative. Do hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more such videos. See you in the next video. Until then, thank you and have a great day.